Good morning and welcome to the MyTarot morning reflection, daily inventory, chance to check in with the universe, and this morning to possibly even relax without panicking and all that stuff. So, good morning, Maureen and Angelina and Jenny, and yes, so I think I pretty much decided on a new software. I'm still using the old one. I got it working, but I need to get rid of this software that I'm using. And so I'm starting to set that up. All because I love and miss you guys when I'm not doing this. So, so I hope everybody's having that fantastic morning. The sun is singing and the birds are shining, and I had actually stepped outside and it's really nice. So hopefully it's pretty okay wherever you are. As I listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. Oh man. So this week, because my daughter is moving into her own apartment, she's in her second year of college, I guess, and so she's moving out of her dorms this weekend. Well, now we're going to be going Thursday and Friday to Salem, or Boston, I should say. It will end up in Salem. But I'll be doing it live again, I think, on Friday, possibly from Salem. So, what a busy, busy world this is. So, listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. Reminding us to check in and see where our feet are. Mine are flat on the floor, and I'm rolling the ankles. Ugh. And my butt's doing the kitty dance. Oh, that feels good. Which reminds me to move up to the shoulders and check in there with the shoulder meter. Trust me, for the last 2 days in the morning, they've been starting up like this. And then that reminds us to take a breath and check in with the neck and the head. Which is a reminder that we are all part of this universe. And all we have is just today. And all that philosophical stuff. So this is our chance to check in with the universe. Or as I like to say, the universe holds up a mirror and asks us, what do we see? And we're going to use the tarot for that reflection. I tell you, it's, even though I've been struggling with the cameras, I've had a lot of chance to read for people, and that's my big thing. That's the thing that I really enjoy, is just reading for people. That one-on-one thing. So that's been nice. So, what am I going to do here then? I am going to make our 3 stacks. It's like each one of these is what? It's like a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one of these is a different thought or idea. And if we believe in a multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path. Because this stack will lead down one path, and this conversation is a totally different path from this one. And the question is, which string do we want to pull? And today my eyes are actually attracted to the top one. It's like it's staring right at me. So let's take the top one, or what I like to think of as things that are right in front of us and we don't even see it. I'm going to do our 3 and 1. And I'll flip each one over one at a time, like we're reading the pages of a book, so that we find out together. So today we're starting off with choices. Okay, so we have the Lover's card. This means that we're going to meet some tall, dark stranger and we're going to madly fall in love. No, I'm sorry, that's Hollywood. So the Lover's card. The Lover's card is about choices. and the things that help to manipulate, or the things that help to deviate us when we're trying to make choices. So, the way that I look at this card here is that, look at him. He's looking at her, and he's kind of like got these flames behind him. So we wonder what is influencing his choices, right? And as she's, looking at her, she's looking up at this angel, trying to be a little bit more beatific, but she's got this snake whispering in her ear. So when we have choices to make, there are outside influences that can push us one way or the other. So when we get the Lover's card, which is a major, then we want to pay attention to that, because when outside influences have a chance to influence our choices, that can go both good and bad. So let's see what the next card is to see where it's going then. We have the Ace of Coins. So it's not always easy to start over from scratch. It's not always easy to take advice, but it's almost like somebody's saying, here's a coin, and coins deal with our home, health, finances, and all these things that keep us grounded. And when we plant our coins, we get something to grow, because aces are like seeds. So when we see the Ace of Coins, it's a chance to say, you know what? Sometimes we need to just slow down, back up, maybe come up with a new idea. And so that's what the Ace of Coins is. But let's see where we go from there. So, we have all these outside influences in our lives. We make our choices. And sometimes when we make those choices, we stick to those choices. So here we have the 10 of Wands. And wands are our fire, our creativity, our energy, our passion, our all these things like that. So when we have one, it's a seed. That's just one wand. But then if somebody keeps handing you wands so that you're carrying 1 log, 2 logs, 7 logs, we're putting this effort in. We start something new. And then by the time we get to 10 wands, boy, that's tiring. So sometimes we need to look at why we're even doing something. And as I like to say with the numerology, 1 being the seed, 2 is a balance and things like that. But if this is a race and we want to get to 10, 1 to 10, that's the race. 10 is not the finish line. 9 is the finish line. 10 is what we do with our winnings. Sometimes we forget to drop the rock. Sometimes we just keep doing this and we keep doing this. We've made a choice. We've made a decision. And we're going to do this until it kills us. So today it's one of those things to take a look at our choices. Example, you buy a new car and you wanted to go in for an SUV and you come out with with a Corvette, midlife crisis. And as Maureen's saying, it's like pick your priorities. And so, we have these things that help us to make these choices. And it seemed like a good idea at the time. And sometimes we have to deal with the consequences of our choices. It can be small things. It could be things that like dealing with your entire house, making your choices. But sometimes we make the choices for the wrong reasons. So today it's one of those things to, whether it's relationships or whether it is something that we've purchased or something that needs to get done. We made our choices and then sometimes we stick to it. And when I see the Ten of Wands, it's just one of those things that reminds me maybe it's time to drop the rock. You know, we're carrying it. We're so used to it, we forget about it. So what is it that we can shift gears with? Because a 10 is a 1 and a 0. And that just means that we're done with the cycle. When we're ready to set these 10 down, or we want to hand 5 to somebody because we ask them. But let's see what the advice card is. And it is the Hermit. So, this is one of the, as again, Maureen said it. I mean, Angelina said it. You know, pick your priorities. The Hermit is when we stop. We go up to the mountain. We make our choices. We buy that Corvette. And I know somebody's, you know, I went shopping one time for a car. I don't even remember what I was going to get. But I walked past a flaming red Mustang. And all else dropped out of my mind. And I bought a flaming red Mustang. Guy knew what he was doing when he walked me past it. You know, we all make our choices. We have decisions to make every single day. But this is a reminder today that if we reflect on our inner hermit, do I need to make this choice now? No. Can I, you know, when we had water flooding our basement, we had a leak. And literally had somebody come in and they said for $30,000, they could build a French drain all the way around our basement. $30,000. But if we chose right then, they could knock an extra $5,000 off if we did it at that moment. My inner hermit comes out. We got another estimate. The guy looked behind our wall. He's like, "Can I break your wall for a second?" Sure. He looked up there and he says, "Your roof, you've got flashing up there where your tiles are." He said, "Whenever it rains hard, it's just coming from your roof, so you just need to go ahead and recaulk and you need to fix the flashing up there." He's like, "Nothing I can do here, so just give me a good review." It cost us $200 to get our roof fixed. You know? So today it's just reflecting on the choices we make, the small and the large. Dealing with people, dealing with our homes, dealing with those around us. The Ten of Wands is just the lessons that we've learned. So today it's a good chance to say, you know what? I'm just going to stop and reflect. Do I need to just put down the 10 wands? Or do I need to reflect on, do I even want to start this process? So with that today, it is about picking your priorities. That's a perfect way to put it. So thank you again, everybody. Have that amazing day. I miss you guys so much. Take care. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks again. Bye, guys.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found in the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears.